I was at a hurling game there yesterday, an under-16 hurling game over in Hawkfield in Newbridge. My parish, Broadford, were in the under-16 final against Naas, and my brother is involved and my nephew Rory was playing on the team. So went to this match, and it was the first match I've gone to in Kildare in many years. But because of the COVID-19 restrictions and so on, all these games now are ticket only, and I got a ticket, or my brother got me a ticket, and I hung around outside to pick up the ticket, and I got the ticket. And as I went in, I handed the ticket to a gentleman there who was the usual GAA volunteer. He was checking the tickets, but when I looked at him again, it struck me. I recognised his face. Back in 1979, I played in the county final in Kildare. I was 16 years of age. I was playing for Carberry, and we played against Raheens. That day on the other team, there was a man called Pat Dunny playing. And Pat Dunny was the county chairman. He was about 36 at the time. I was 16. He was about 20 years older than me. He played hurling and football for Leinster, and he won an All-Ireland under-21 medal with Kildare under-21s, with a famous Kildare under-21 team. But back then, in 1979, he was 36, I was 16. I think he was 36, 35 or 36. He's probably 20 years older than me. So to put it in context, that man was standing at that gate yesterday, taking in these tickets at an under-16 hurling game. And he must be over 70 years of age. He must be 75 or 76 years of age, unless I'm doing him a disservice. And I certainly don't want to do him a disservice, because I have the greatest of respect for him. And the reason it struck me was that back then, when I was 16, 17, 18, I played minor and under-21 with Kildare for 5 years on the trot. But back then, when I was very active, Dunny was the chairman of the county board, and people will forever give an out about Pat Dunny. And he was useless, and he was this, and he was that, and he was only in it for himself, and he was only in it for the money, and he was only in it for the glory, and so on and so forth. And there we are, 40 years later, at an under-16 hurling game, and there's Dunny standing, taking the tickets off me and other lads going in. That, for me, is the epitome of the amateur, the GAA spirit, the amateur spirit that fuels the GAA up and down the country, in every parish, in every town, in every village, in every county, up and down the country. And it just struck me when I went into the game, and I was hanging around for the game to start, that back in 1979, 80, 81, 82, 83, there was lads drinking pints in the local pubs and local discos and all over Kildare, all whinging and complaining and giving out about Dunny. And there's Dunny, as I say, 40 years, 30 years later, volunteering, taking the tickets at an under-16 hurling game. That, as I say, in my view, is the epitome and the personification of the amateur volunteer ethos in the GAA. It's great to see it, great to see it. Great respect for him, fantastic respect for him. Pat Dunny, Kildare legend. Anyway, it's just an idea, just a thought. Hope you have a good day, and I'd appreciate if you like this video, give it a thumbs up down below. Thanks a lot.